Former Vice President and former Indiana Governor Mike Pence made his first book tour stop here in Indianapolis today. Pence spoke one-on-one with News 8's Danielle Zulkowski about his new book and public split from President Trump.
Mike Pence did write about his split with Donald Trump for the first time in his book, So Help Me God, but was complimentary towards the duo's record in the White House.
Do you think that the Republican Party kind of has two factions going on in it right now?
Well, I must tell you, in writing So Help Me God, it was, I thought it was important that we tell the whole story. I mean, I couldn't be more proud of the record of the Trump-Pence administration. I mean, in less than 4 years, we rebuilt our military, we revived our economy, created 7 million jobs, we secured our border, became energy independent, and saw hundreds of conservatives appointed to our court, including 3 Supreme Court justices. And to have been a part of that was a great honor for me. Obviously, the administration did not end well. January 6th was a tragic day.
In his discussion about the book and January 6th, Pence was more critical of the idea he would overturn the results of the election.
The theory that emerged shortly into December that somehow in my role as vice president that I would have the ability to change the outcome of the election was something that I dismissed early on. It's probably no idea more un-American than the notion that any one person could choose the American president. The presidency belongs to the American people and the American people alone.
Having two camps in the Republican Party right now affected the 2022 election and maybe less of a red wave than people had expected?
Well, Danielle, when I look at the results of the midterm elections, the common denominator that I see is that candidates that were focused on the future, candidates that were focused on dealing with the issues that the American people are struggling with, which is the high cost of living, the high cost of gasoline and energy, the crisis at our border, and crime in our cities. Those candidates that were focused on the future did quite well in this election. But
Pence says the Republican Party needs to focus on being the party of the future and implementing policies that work for the American people. Pence has not publicly announced a campaign for president, but has hinted at it in recent public appearances. In Indianapolis, Danielle Zulkowski, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.